Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to tell you how to get to San Pedro de Atacama, where the famous Atacama Desert is located. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world and that many people are wanting to know. How is it not so easy? Okay people, the logistics of getting there, we decided to make a very quick video explaining it to you in the most practical, quick and easy way. So stay tuned, there will be some very quick and useful tips, so don't forget to give us that like, subscribe to the channel because that helps us a lot, and that's it, let's go, buckle up! Well, to get to San Pedro de Atacama, which is the city that is the base for you to take the tours through the Atacama Desert, which are incredible, guys. They are the most beautiful tours in the world. It's a surreal deal. For those who go, it's worth it. Even if it's a little more difficult to get there, it's worth visiting because it's a really differentiated place. And what happens to get there, many people make a mistake, okay? First tip, folks, it's not the San Pedro de Atacama airport. This causes a lot of confusion because there's an airport with that name, but it's not there in the city of San Pedro, so forget this airport. Let's go. You need to go to Chile, which is where the city of San Pedro de Atacama is. It's on the border with Argentina and Bolivia, so the easiest way and one of the only possible ways to, there's no way. How does it work? You have to go to the airport in Santiago de Chile, which is the main city in Chile, and it's beautiful. We have several videos here talking about it, and it's even worth it to stay a few days there to get to know it, because Santiago is amazing and there are many nice tours there. But to go to Atacama, to San Pedro, you have to go to Santiago de Chile and they take another flight to Calama. It's a city that you need to go in order to go to San Pedro de Atacama, so let's go. It's one flight to Santiago de Chile and another 2-hour flights to Calama. You have to do it. There's no way, guys. Unfortunately, there's no other option. There is, but if you want to drive this distance, is an absurd distance and the road is not easy. So what 90% of the tourists do is exactly that. You will take a 2-hour flight to Calama, and when you arrive in Calama, you still have to take a 1.5-hour transport to get to San Pedro de Atacama. This transportation, what do many people recommend? There are people who like to rent the car, want to rent the car and go on adventure. You can do it, but you have to be a little careful and attentive because it's a desert. The geography there is not so simple, but you can go. What most people do is take a transfer. There are several transfers that leave directly every half an hour, every hour from the Calama airport to San Pedro de Atacama. It's very cheap, okay people? The ticket costs $12, and a tip, you can already get the round trip ticket, okay? You need to talk to them on the spot. They are super helpful to the tourists. You go with them, they give you all the information, they take notes of the time of your flight, everything, and they pick you up from your hotel on the day that you need to go back to the airport in Calama, which is where you are going to return to Santiago de Chile. So it's super organized. Take a look. There are several companies. A tip, check which one is the fastest because sometimes they have vans that leave in 2 hours, so you won't have to wait 2 hours. Look for the one that will leave in half an hour. So this is the tip that we recommend. There's not much of a good or bad company. There are some better companies that have already recommended them to us, but look there at the time that you won't have much problem with that. They are all used to do this kind of transfer and they are good. Guys, any doubt you may have, any doubt at all, you can send it to us and we'll be glad to help you. And if you want, it's even easier, add me there at Lorenzi. Send me a direct message on social networks that I'll help you, and take the time to follow us because we are always offering these travel tips and showing our trips in a very cool and relaxed way. And we are living in Orlando. This studio is already in our new home here in Orlando, USA. So we are posting how are the Disney parks, the American School of Laurinha, how is our life here, shopping, food and so on. The content is very cool. Follow us there and you will like it. One important thing, guys, very important tip. This trip to San Pedro de Atacama, different from the others that we always give tips here. If you want to go to Europe, the United States, Argentina, do the most touristy tours, most of them, you can manage your own, make your own excursions and get to know the places. Atacama is completely different because there are many things that you need to pay attention to. The altitude, people, it's very high. It's 2,400 meters above sea level and some tours reach 5,000, so so you lack oxygen. The climate, the geography, the tours there are all extremely controlled and very correct, so you need to have someone to guide you. So Atacama is a very difficult trip to do alone, okay guys? What do we recommend? Ask for the help of an agency, some specialist in Atacama. There's a very good agency that we know. They are super reputable in Chile. They do all the tours in Santiago. They have always done it, and now they do it too. They are specialists in Atacama. It's been a while, and they help you with everything. They were essential in our trip. They help you with everything. You even, for example, to see the starry sky in Atacama, which is beautiful. It's an incredible tour. It's a beautiful astrological tour to see that starry sky. You have to go on days when the moon's not too strong, because otherwise it makes the stars disappear. There are several points of attention. Children have to be extremely careful. There are only a few tours that are recommended. How are you going to do the tour? When are you going to go? You have to do some initial rides first to get your body used to them. So there are several different rules that make the Atacama trip a little more complicated to do alone, okay? So the tip we give: the lodging you can do on your own, the transportation for you to get there, and the air tickets too, you can book it just fine. I'll even leave below here in the description of the video the map of the best location for you to stay there, because it's very specific. You have to stay close to a street, that's the main street from where the tours and vans leave, but everything's correct there in the links. You can do all by yourself, okay people? Travel insurance, the internet chip for you to use your cell phone there. Now, to do the tours, you need a specialized agency, because there's a lot of attention points, really. So I'll leave their contact info here below. Get in touch. They are very good. They help you organize everything by WhatsApp, the tours, which ones are the best and how much each one costs. They are really good, really reputable. So take a look. They pick you up at your hotel with their own specialized van. They take you to the tours. They are super attentive. They do everything. So I highly recommend them. Don't try to do everything on your own. That's the exception to travel. Everywhere else I talk about, guys, do it on your own. Here's the link to buy the ticket, here's the link to the tour and such. But Atacama is a little different. You need to be a little more careful when planning. It's not an easy trip. That's why it's so beautiful, okay? If it was easy, everybody would be there and it wouldn't be such a different and special place as Atacama is. And don't miss the video we made about where to stay in Atacama and the best tours and what to do in Atacama. They are very good and will really help you plan your trip. I'm going to leave it here on the side, guys, the one with the all Atacama tips, which is amazing. It has all these points of attention that you need to take plan your trip, and below the playlist that has all the tours in Chile for you to do and enjoy. So thanks a lot, guys, and have nice trips.